Hey guys, welcome in, and I've been asked to do some more walk and talks like I used to when I'm out walking the dogs, and do some extra videos for you all. So, here is the first one, and perfect timing. I'm sure a lot of you would have already seen this in game, and for those of you who haven't, this is quite interesting. Announcements of restrictions on using figures, and the following are temporarily unusable in duels, and that is Behem and Elgin, the alien decks. They must have been just wreaking enough havoc that eventually, I don't know if it's just people in Japan reporting it to the devs, or everybody reporting it to the devs, or I'm not sure exactly who they listen to, but things are changing. This is the first time we've actually seen figures banned, figures being removed, figures putting unusable. The only other time we've seen it is when they've had error with the games, like when Metal Coat, there was an error when you put Metal Coat into your deck and you had, like, say, Sizzle to, or so Scyther to Sizzle set as Evo, or Onyx to Steelix set as Evo. And the game would make the opponent's game crash if you had that plate in your deck and you used it to get an Evo. So when all that stuff was first happening, that's the only other time we've seen a ban that you can't even put anything in your deck. And that was up until they fixed it. And now they've gone and done it again. So this right here is a screenshot from Alien. He was rocking the full alien deck, and in the space of 30 seconds it took to, he finished one match with the aliens deck. 30 seconds later he tried to go play another match, and then this happened. All of his aliens were replaced with Squirtle, Bulba, Pikachu, Pichu and a Weavile. They were all just replaced, and they can no longer be put in the decks for now. So maybe they're going to do a nerf for them, but they've decided just to do a little soft ban for now until they, or maybe they're just going to figure out a way to adjust things before they come back. I was a little bit hyped when I first saw this notice, and I was like, oh yes, we're going to get a ban list. And I thought it was going to be like the first little looks of a ban list, but now that I look at it more, it seems to be just more like one of their apology letters that saying, oh hey, sorry, we've got to fix this. We need to figure out a way to fix this, and that's an issue, because it is an issue. As much as some people say, oh, they're beatable, the aliens are beatable, they can be beatable, but majority of the games they win, right? For those of you who are using them, the majority of the games they win, and most of the people that I know that are using them are pretty happy and pretty okay with this. Well, they're not happy because some of them invested in the aliens because of all of this, but they're also happy that this kind of thing is not in the game anymore, so they can understand. Now, to mention that, I have one little special moment of glory to share with you all. So just wait just a second and let's get this in. So we have here from, I think this is the one, I could be mistaken, I could have to try and find the next one, but we have here, I believe, let me just stop it, and yep, there we go. So this was just before the aliens were all stopped and banned temporarily. Gigs versus Tarvold. So this actually happened, like I saw this happening live on Gig's stream, so I'm just gonna talk over this and talk over a little bit of strategies and a few other things of this match. So Tarvold actually sent me the ID after this, and well, when I saw them playing on live, I sent Tarvold a message just letting him know that he's on the stream and to make sure he played well. So I was just like, well, good luck, Tarvold, you're on the stream, let's make a show. So and it was kind of like the old, let's see what you can do against these aliens. And so before I just get into this, I'm just going to have a quick little show of what's in here. So Giggs is running the recycle, the long throw, counter attack, goal block, and air balloon. It's nice to see Giggs running counter attack again. It's kind of his like go-to plate, and one it was one he got very well known for when he was first starting, first started to like blow up a little bit and starting to increase his in popularity, his channel. So Tarvold, on the other hand, let me just sorry for you guys that may get a bit dizzy with the camera, but he's running a bright powder, double chance, long throw, max revive, washing machine, air balloon, mega Gardevoir, and mega Absol. So this is, I quite like what Tarvold is going through here. This is something similar to what I was thinking up. I love it. I really love it. How me and Tarvold always seem to have very similar ideas. They're normally not quite right. I didn't plan to have the Rotom and Keldeo in the deck that I was planning to build, and I'll think about decks and create them in my head before I actually get a lot of the figures. And sometimes I'll ask people to make them once I've like worked out all the strategies, I was thinking of. But I quite like what he is going for here. So let's get into this. That's enough of this. I'm going to just mention a few things, but if you guys want to see this match happen live as it was, without any spoilers, or after you've watched this and you actually want to see how it went down, go to Giggs' page and check for his live stream. Something like 3-hour item grind, or 3-hour monthly grind, or something like that with the items, or something like that. And this match was about 15 minutes in from the start, and I actually just pulled up the stream just before he got to this match, so it was like kind of perfect timing. So here we go, let's get into it. So Giggs goes defensive with the Celebi, and I find it very interesting. Personally, I think Celebi is definitely best left on the bench. Even though it's a 3MP and Tubble can just move on out, I probably would have put one of my Algium. I probably would have put them on one of them on entry. Man, he has invested a decent amount in this as well. He's not going to be happy that they're banned. Well, maybe he will be happy. We will just have to see about that. So Tarvold goes out with the Absol, and man, I love Absol, Mega Absol. They're such cool mons. So he sets up the old Shuppet wall trap, Rotom wall now, I suppose. Just doesn't sound quite right. And Giggs does the same, just mirroring each other, getting everything ready. And there, Tarvold goes washing machine, and he just goes to jump back. Now, just saying like, oh hey, I'm not going to be trying to surround. This is not what I'm looking to do. And just see what Giggs will then move up and do. So he just moves straight through with Keldeo. And that is why Giggs did foresee it and went defensive. So he goes in, shuts down the goal. Now here is where the fun starts. He goes Mega Absol, and this thing is a monster. He just moves straight down over him, and this is like the Mega Absol rush. And this is, I love the use of it with the washing machine and making Absol. Like, I was surprised the other day you guys saw when I first ran into Mega Absol, and I was surprised that it was 3MP. So using it in a rush mentality kind of deck is just amazing. And A is going to block your opponents from using plates. For those of you who don't know, that's its ability here. As long as this isn't affected by a special condition, the opponent cannot use plates. So I really rate Mega Absol. And then Tarvold goes on anyway, and it drops the landform on the entry. So here, Giggs just goes for the attack, hits the takeaway, and that couldn't have been better for Tavold. Getting the takeaway like that, while he's already got the entries locked down, now he cannot use any plates because of Mega Absol. He's got to try and clear an entry, and he's got a Mega Absol, which is gold, and then a Keldeo, which has a decent amount of blue, also the Hydro Kick and the Resolute form if he gets knocked out. So he's in a very, very good position here. So Giggs just moves on forward, and here Tavold goes for the old double chance, and Giggs was like, he had a little moment. Let me just take this back one turn. Giggs had a little moment when he saw this happening here. He was like, okay, well, I'm just going to go push on forward. He's got the old counter attack in here, but he forgot that Mega Absol was on the board, so he couldn't use a plate even though it was open. But also he didn't see Tavold's next move play. When he moved up and Tavold didn't move back to block him, he was like, like a little bit of that look to say, like, yeah guys, you know what we just did, we got the counter attack again. He's like, Tavold, no, not you, how could you? He's like, how could you forget? You know, if you want to see what his actual reaction was like, go and check his actual stream, and it was pretty funny. And I was like, oh, you don't know, Giggs, you didn't see it coming. So here Tavold goes for the old double chance, and he moves down and attacks the Celebi, and he is looking for his purple, and he gets it straight away. And as soon as this happened, Giggs was like, oh no. He was like, no, because now, with Celebi having weight, Celebi can't use its ability, can't rewind. This one cannot move. He cannot use any plates because of Mega Absol. 3 MP on either corner, he has to go and attack with Behem. And so he goes off and does it, and he goes, hiya, kaboom, and hits his teleport. He was hoping for the teleport. He's like, nah, I love that, when players just don't give up. And then what happened there, what just happened there is that Tavold banished Celebi and tried to do it again just to make Giggs retry that teleport. He's like, no, I don't want you to get away with it. I want to get my weight and give you the weight, make you attack, and then make you get takeaway or white or something. Anything but teleport. So that happens. So he goes for the attack again, and doesn't hit the teleport. And when the first Warpole went down, Giggs was like, oh no. And then he was just like, oh, you know what, there is still teleport, and he got it. And he was like, yeah, there we go. And then he had a chance to win. He could have went with Celebi towards a goal. But that perfect Celebi timing again from Tavold, and just setting up the win conditions. Oh, that was amazing. But about the maintenance notice, what do you guys think about the whole alien situation? The ban list, what do you call it? The restricting of using them from this time. Do you think they're going to upgrade them? Do you think they're going to buff them? Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys think they're going to come back. Other people have sort of said maybe, you know what, give them a bit of weight when they come back from the banish space, being removed from the duel. So when they come back, give them some weight, and then they're not going to be as broken, as OP. So I'd love to hear some of your guys' suggestions, how you think they can balance them some more. I think part of the problem is that takeaway is OP in itself, and having all of these mons that can take away and then not go to the PC, and then you get your other mons back. That is why they are so good. But I did see one other announcement here, so I'd love to hear your thoughts on the aliens, on what do you think they could do to make them not banned. I'd love to hear your thoughts. But popularity ranking. Oh, ranking of figures claimed with Player Pass. Oh, this is interesting. This is very, very interesting. If it'll load for me. Popularity, white, black page, nothing. There we go. So, thank you for playing Pokemon Duel. So, we have many new figures that have appeared, and these are the ones that have been claimed. So, number 1, Necrozma. Yeah, of course. Necrozma being the main one, being like the banner, per se, the Bannermon. And being a UX, of course it's going to be chosen. UX Darkrai, definitely. Both of those two, man. I'd like Darkrai, the what he brings. And I'm surprised not many people have run him. I've seen a couple, but I really like what they've done with him, and I think he's a very, very usable mon. And I can't wait to try him out sometime. So, third, Mega Alakazam, and I think it's good and smart that these are all the ones that people are choosing to use with their player pass. It's best to make the most of all the UX. UX Alakazam, what? UX Alakazam? Oh, they made a mistake. EX Alakazam. I've even chosen the picture that it's an EX. So EX is the 4th. Well, I can see that Alakazam, if you're going to be, people are getting a Mega, they'll want to get Alakazam as well, so I can see that. Mega Kangaskhan, definitely another amazing mon. Crazy. I haven't seen too much of Mega Alakazam and Darkrai, things like that. They are very underused. Cresselia, number 6. Oh, okay. Cresselia is also very good, and I do like it as a figure. Mega Ray, I definitely would have thought. See, now, as for a UX, and this is probably one of the best UXs and the best Megas that were around previously, if you're using your player pass, you should be choosing UXs, because just to make the most of your picks. UX Absol, they've just got UX everywhere. EX Absol. So people buying Absol just because they can get the Mega for free. So I can understand that also. Primal Koga. Yep, and still one of the most meta figures. Definitely one of the most meta figures. Mega Lucario, another very, very meta Mega. So these, like the Mega Ray, the Primal, and the Lucario are still going to be seen, still going to be used. Definitely, man. Definitely the top 10, and definitely I can see why. Please feel free to refer to this when editing your decks and claiming your figures with your player pass. So, just to give people ideas of mons to pick. 10 figures actually isn't that much. Now, if I were to be doing this, I think I would just go for the UXs. With the player pass, I'll go for all the UXs and Megas that I don't have, and then I would probably try and match Alakazam and Cresselia and Absol and all those other EXs, just to make the most of your picks, per se. But if you guys hype for that and you want to hear more, I might be doing a stream tomorrow night. So it's night now when this goes up, probably a little bit earlier than I put this video up, the next day. So tune in around that time, a couple of hours before this, if you guys would like to see me have a stream and me actually go over things like player pass and which mons to get and how you should effectively pick your mons and all that kind of stuff. And maybe even you may be treated for something never seen before on my channel. So if you guys are interested in that, get that hype down below. Even pop on over to the Xland server if you want to talk to us there. But hopefully some of you guys can make it for the live stream. I'll put out a post a little bit later for it, just to let everybody know about it. But other than that, yeah, let me know, and I'd love to hear what you guys' thoughts are on aliens, like I was talking about in the beginning, and then even if you want to hear my thoughts about player passes and mons and all sorts of things like that. So, and also the never seen before on my channel, have a guess what it might be. And I guess we'll see you guys tomorrow. See you then.